local self-taught sculptor, is the focus of our next segment. Al Schwartz never knew he had the talent for sculpting until his wife bought him 25 pounds of clay and told him to make something out of it. Now he has sculptures all around the country. We want to dedicate this next segment to Al's mother, who recently passed away and was unable to see her son's story come to fruition.
Al Schwartz worked as a hairdresser for 21 years without knowing he had as much talent to sculpt clay as he did to sculpt updos, until his wife suggested he try his hand at it.
She showed me at the artist's house. He did a little sculpture of a boy with a dog and a little girl with a cat, you know? And she says, you know, Al, you can draw real well. Why don't you try to do something like this? You know, I said, well, I never sculpted in my life. Anyway, she went, without my knowledge, and bought 25 pounds of terracotta clay. Somehow she thought I could sculpt, you know? I didn't know I could.
His first sculpture impressed his wife's art teacher. His second sculpture launched his career as a self-supporting artist.
He said to me, is this beginner's luck, or do you think you could go home and do another face or another sculpture? So I went home, and the next day I did the second one with the tooth missing.
Al Schwartz has worked on consignment for plaster and bronze companies, making commemorative plaques and busts.
I consider this a gift from the higher power, which I really believe in, because I never went to school for this, and it came out of the blue.
His subjects have ranged from family's loved ones to national heroes, but Al admits he hasn't met most of the thousands of people whose faces he has sculpted.
Then I did one of Michael Jackson, the singer, and that's at the Boy Scouts of America main office in Los Angeles. And I've done Danny Thomas, I've done Sylvester Stallone, I've done Burt Reynolds.
His work can be seen locally at the Oceanside Civic Center and the Oceanside Senior Center. Other pieces by Al Schwartz are displayed throughout the United States.
I just happen to be lucky to have this talent that came from out of the blue, which I was mentioned before. I don't think I ever went to bed one night without saying thanks to have this blessing of art that I never once went to school for. It's the only thing I could think of that's special about me.
His daughter Tara is also a talented artist. She learned about art by sitting on her father's lap as he sketched and sculpted.
He's a realist, you know. He doesn't, I mean, he can draw caricatures, but his work has always been realistic, and mine is too. I can't draw a cartoon. I mean, I can doodle, but it's always been about realism, and that's, I'm sure, just through osmosis I got from him.
Tara values her gift as an artist. She also values her father, who taught her to see beauty in the world.
I'm so blessed to be just one, to have been in the environment around, growing up around his art.
I never became rich, but I supported my family. I have a son and a daughter, and through the years we ate good, we had a nice place to live, but I've never made a lot of money. But I'm not finished yet, I'm still alive, and I still intend to do that.
This is Promise Ye for Inside Oceanside.
Next up, a blast from the past.